It may surprise or even shock you to hear what I'm about to say, but if you're seeing this video right now, it's no accident. As a chosen one, you are on the brink of a monumental breakthrough, one that's about to elevate your financial life in ways you never anticipated. Yes, you read that right. You are about to become a millionaire. This isn't hyperbole or mere wishful thinking. It's a shift the watchers have been orchestrating behind the scenes, preparing you for the exact moment when your life surges upward. Before we dive deeper, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment with 77 below to send a potent signal to the universe. Replay this video as often as you feel drawn. If you're genuinely among the chosen, you'll watch until the very end. If not, it's likely you'll exit long before these truths take firm root in your mind and spirit. Chapter 1. The Whisper of Impending Abundance. There's a subtle whisper in your soul, a sense that something enormous is brewing just beyond your immediate horizon. It might arrive as a sudden rush of optimism, fleeting thoughts of financial victory, or repeated coincidences pointing to wealth building or entrepreneurial ventures. People you meet every day might laugh it off or brush it aside, telling you to be realistic. But as a chosen one, you know these whispers aren't random impulses. They're spiritual nudges indicating that your season of lack is about to end. This whisper intensifies whenever you think about your future. Perhaps you find yourself reading an article or hearing a podcast about massive success stories, and instead of envy, you sense resonance. Something inside you says, "That can be me." It's not naive daydreaming. It's the watchers confirming that your destiny includes a significant financial shift. They drop small breadcrumbs along your path. A conversation snippet here, a chance encounter there. Each pushing you to believe your unique path to becoming a millionaire is not just possible, but already in motion. Yet the watchers seldom reveal the entire blueprint in one go. You might feel tugs toward new ideas or expansions of projects you'd started before, or you might notice money-friendly opportunities surfacing, an old friend talking about a new venture, an investor emerging from your past connections, or even an unexpected promotion that plants you closer to the top. These events form the puzzle pieces of your soon-to-be millionaire journey. At first, they might seem disjointed, but bit by bit, they fit together, forging a roadmap you sense more than see. Resist the temptation to doubt or dismiss these signs. If your earlier attempts at financial success ended in near misses or minor gains, you might fear repeating disappointment, but recall how each failure taught you vital lessons about stewardship, perseverance, or creative thinking. The watchers allowed those earlier stumbles to refine your approach. This time your awareness is sharpened, your skill set broader, and your faith deeper, preparing you for the scale of blessings about to flow your way. Finally, realize that a chosen one's path to millionaire status is not rooted in pure greed or vanity. Financial abundance is a tool, a resource for furthering your higher mission. The watchers orchestrate this windfall so you can invest in projects that matter, help communities, support causes, or simply demonstrate that wealth, when aligned with divine purpose, can uplift rather than corrupt. So when you catch that whisper of impending abundance, embrace it wholeheartedly. Begin affirming, "I am ready," and watch how swiftly your environment starts rearranging to accommodate your bold declaration. In the hush before the big reveal, your spirit quietly aligns with what the watchers have known all along. Your millionaire moment isn't just a fantasy, it's a destiny calling your name. Chapter 2. Why you were being prepared in silence. It's no coincidence that your journey to this point has been marked by silent trials, financial scrapes, projects that nearly succeeded but fell through, or a sense of frugality that made you question your worth. People you meet every day might see those periods as mere struggles, but as a chosen one, you sense they were part of a larger divine curriculum. The watchers seldom hand out massive blessings without ensuring you're robust enough to handle them wisely. And so, you were prepared in silence, so you'd emerge with the spiritual, emotional, and intellectual muscles needed to steward a millionaire's fate. Imagine if you'd received huge sums prematurely, without the maturity to handle the weight of that wealth. You might have squandered it or let it become a snare for ego-driven indulgence. The watcher's approach is to refine you first, stealthily observing how you cope under scarcity or challenge. Did you become bitter or did you remain kind? Did you retain your generosity or hoard every last bit? These invisible exams shape your character so you can manage prosperity without letting it manage you. During those silent years, your resourcefulness was forced to blossom. When money was tight, you learned to stretch a dollar, refine your craft, or negotiate skillfully. If you encountered betrayal or exploitation, it taught you vigilance and boundary setting so you won't be naive in partnerships once large sums are on the table. Each heartbreak or disappointment served as a forging fire, ensuring your future success would rest on a foundation of experience, not flimsy luck. On top of practical lessons, your faith deepened. You discovered that blessings aren't random but timed. Each unanswered prayer or delayed opportunity tested whether you'd cling to bitterness or persist in hope. When you chose faith, you refined your spiritual muscle memory. The watchers took note, acknowledging, yes, they can handle waiting. They can stay strong when immediate gratification is denied. Now that you've proven perseverance, they're ready to unleash the backlog of abundance they marked for you all along. Some might wonder why they hadn't heard about your big dreams during these quiet phases. As a chosen one, you realize broadcasting half-baked visions can attract negativity or sabotage. The watchers prefer discretion until the foundation is solid. If you revealed your ambitions too soon, doubters or envious folks might have sown confusion or derailed your progress. By keeping silent, you safeguarded the seed until it rooted firmly. Now that the watchers see it's robust enough, they're clearing the stage for your bloom. Thus, the silent preparation wasn't a random detour. It was crucial to your unstoppable trajectory. Instead of lamenting the years that felt stagnant, reframe them as a covert training ground. You overcame illusions, refined your moral compass, and strengthened your faith. Those intangible virtues now blend with tangible skills, forming the bedrock of $1 million reality. The watchers ensured you wouldn't unravel under wealth's pressure, and as your readiness becomes undeniable, the universe orchestrates the unveiling you always sensed was out there, quietly gestating until now. Chapter 3. Sudden Expansion. Millions can materialize overnight. Though it's typical to imagine a slow climb to wealth, for chosen ones, the watchers sometimes orchestrate financial leaps so drastic it looks like an overnight phenomenon. People you meet every day might be skeptical. Money doesn't grow on trees. Yet you've witnessed how cosmic forces can collapse time and condense blessings in ways that defy normal logic. This suddenness isn't about shock value. It's a demonstration of how swiftly the universe can respond once all variables align. Picture a dormant volcano of opportunity, quietly building pressure beneath the surface. You've spent months or years amassing skills, relationships, and a robust mindset, even while finances remain modest. Meanwhile, external conditions shift. A key investor emerges, a market need intensifies, or a social platform blows up your content. It's as though multiple gears snap into place simultaneously, unleashing a wave of abundance that turns your small trickle of income into a tidal surge. People might call it going viral or striking gold, but you realize it's the watchers flipping the switch once they deem you and the environment sufficiently primed. Such expansions often surprise even you. One day you're planning a modest budget, the next you're fielding large offers or noticing a bank balance that's soared overnight. The watchers aren't trying to startle you, but to fulfill their promise at the precise moment it'll make the biggest impact. This radical shift cements the idea that the real driver isn't human hustle alone. It's synergy between your diligence and the watcher's orchestration. You performed your part faithfully. Now the watchers amplify the results in a quantum leap. Nevertheless, sudden wealth demands quick adaptation. If you don't ground yourself, the euphoria can morph into reckless decisions, signing deals hastily, neglecting taxes, or succumbing to impulse spending. The watchers don't hand out tests you can't pass, but they do allow scenarios that reveal whether you'll remain anchored. Keep a sober mind. Celebrate, yes, but remember to employ the planning and stewardship you cultivated in your silent preparation phase. People might advise you to treat yourself endlessly, but you know there's a bigger mission attached. This phenomenon of overnight transformation also illuminates your influence. Once the money flows, your voice and platform expand automatically. You can now fund philanthropic passions or invest in others' potential. The watchers delight in seeing you use wealth not merely for personal luxury, but to manifest communal uplift. If used well, your sudden wealth becomes an instrument of light in an often chaotic world. Conversely, if mishandled, it can breed chaos in your own life. So handle it with the seriousness of a steward entrusted with sacred resources. Hence, sudden expansion is neither fluke nor mere luck. It is a carefully timed activation in which your readiness and external factors merge to produce exponential rewards. Such leaps prove that the watchers can transform circumstances in a blink, so long as your readiness and willingness to serve remain unwavering. Indeed, your millionaire status may feel surreal, but it's real, an exclamation point on your journey from hidden in training to unstoppable flourish. Whether it unravels in a single day or over a few months, you'll stand in awe of how drastically life can pivot when the watchers declare the moment is now. Chapter 4. Handling envy and excess attention. In the wake of your sudden rise, financial or otherwise, brace yourself for a spotlight you might find both flattering and burdensome. People you meet every day who once overlooked you may now swarm with curiosity, seeking tips, partnerships, or even free handouts. Some will cheer your success wholeheartedly. Others might choke on envy, struggling to accept how overnight your expansion seemed. As a chosen one, you must navigate this attention wisely, neither succumbing to pride nor apologizing for your blessings. First, tackle envy with grace. Friends or acquaintances might drop subtle jabs. Must be nice to get lucky. Or, I guess money solves everything now. Behind these comments often lurks jealousy or confusion. They saw you in humble days and can't reconcile your abrupt transformation. Resist the urge to argue or flaunt. Instead, respond calmly, acknowledging that you understand their surprise. If they remain open, share bits of your journey, highlighting the years of hidden work. Often, empathy disarms envy more effectively than confrontation. Additionally, set boundaries around those who try to capitalize on your success unscrupulously. Some might propose questionable schemes, hoping your newfound wealth can finance their unvetted ideas. You're not obligated to indulge every request. The watchers gave you abundance for purposeful endeavors, not to sponsor random ambitions. Politely but firmly state your criteria for investments or collaborations. The watchers appreciate clarity and stewardship, especially in moments when pressure could compromise your moral or financial well-being. Meanwhile, consider how to handle the family dynamic. Relatives might hold long-standing assumptions about you, like you owe them a piece of the pie because you made it. This can strain relationships if left unaddressed. You can offer help, but weigh it carefully. Enablement rarely fosters growth. Strategic support, however, can spark real change. People might accuse you of being stingy or forgetting where you came from. But you know reckless generosity can sabotage both your finances and their motivation. Stand firm with love. Public attention can also prompt self-consciousness. Perhaps strangers now perceive you as the rich one, overshadowing your individuality beyond wealth. If your dream was to be recognized for creativity, compassion, or leadership, you might fear becoming pigeonholed. Remember, you remain a multifaceted soul, not a walking checkbook. The watchers want you to keep shining your personality and purpose beyond the numbers. That authenticity breaks stereotypes, showing the world you're still the same heartfelt person, just with an expanded capacity to serve. Lastly, keep your gratitude and faith visible. Let your peers see that you attribute this breakthrough to divine orchestration and your own perseverance. You're not shy about acknowledging that God or the watchers orchestrated a perfect storm of readiness. This humility, even amid wealth, cements your status as a chosen soul who hasn't forsaken core values. While envy or cynicism might flare, your consistent demonstration of compassion, moral strength, and generosity will outlast the initial jealousy. Over time, many critics might convert into respectful admirers, recognizing that your success didn't corrode your heart, but refined it for an even bigger mission to come. Chapter 5. Using your newfound wealth for purpose. Now that you stand on the brink or in the midst of monumental financial elevation, the watchers urge you to remember that wealth is a tool, not a mere trophy. People you meet every day might be content flaunting possessions or chasing superficial indulgences, but as a chosen one, you grasp a deeper calling. Your wealth can serve a higher purpose, expanding your capacity to influence lives positively. This perspective isn't about guilt-tripping you into charity. Rather, it's about harnessing resources to align with the Watcher's blueprint for your destiny. First off, clarify your mission. Reflect. How does money amplify your core values? Helping communities, nurturing innovation, or fostering spiritual education? If you channel funds randomly, you risk dissipating your momentum. People might present countless causes or business ideas. Instead, pinpoint which ones resonate with your spiritual convictions, whether it's backing budding entrepreneurs, funding scholarships, or creating platforms for social uplift. Directing your wealth with intention ensures it fuels impact rather than fritters away. Moreover, invest in personal growth. Don't assume reaching millionaire status marks the end of your journey. If anything, it intensifies it. You can now afford advanced training, mentorship, or spiritual retreats that further refine you. People might say, "Why keep learning? You've made it." But the Watchers see continuous evolution as non-negotiable. Each new skill or insight enhances your ability to navigate larger stages. This cyclical growth, where you use wealth to expand yourself, thereby expanding your capacity to serve, resonates deeply with your chosen identity. Another angle is community building. When you share success with a circle of like-minded souls, synergy emerges. Maybe you co-invest with trustworthy peers or champion local artisans, creating ecosystems of mutual benefit. People might suspect you're just playing the hero, but the Watchers appreciate networks that multiply blessings. Everyone grows rather than one star overshadowing others. By fostering collective success, you mirror the Watcher's collaborative spirit. Be mindful, though, that not everyone who approaches you has pure motives. Some see wealth as a shortcut to their ambitions. That's where discernment remains crucial. Set up clear guidelines for partnerships or philanthropy. Verify credentials, gauge sincerity. The Watchers won't shield you from every potential scam or manipulative scheme. They expect you to exercise wisdom gleaned from past lessons. Time and again, they'll nudge your intuition, cautioning you about unsound ventures or insincere pleas. Respect those nudges. Finally, using your wealth for purpose doesn't demand you ignore personal fulfillment. There's space for enjoyment, travel, a dream home, or simple comforts. The Watchers didn't bless you so you'd stay in perpetual self-denial. However, maintain the balance. If your personal pleasures overshadow your broader mission, dissonance creeps in. People might call you out for hypocrisy if your philanthropic talk fails to match your lavish spending. Strive for harmony, letting your lifestyle reflect gratitude and stewardship in equal measure. Hence, linking your financial breakthrough to a higher calling transforms ordinary success into a sacred trust. The Watchers celebrate your prosperity when it radiates beyond your bank account, touching hearts and shifting narratives. By grounding your wealth in purpose, you not only preserve its value, you amplify its spiritual significance, fulfilling the Watcher's aspiration to see a chosen soul flourish and elevate others in the process. Chapter 6. Celebrating with Humility and Faith. Euphoria is natural upon crossing the millionaire threshold. People might expect extravagant parties or social media showcases. While it's fine to enjoy your wins, your chosen status calls for balanced celebration, enthusiasm with humility. You neither hide your wealth nor flaunt it. Rather, you frame it within a larger spiritual narrative. First, cultivate gratitude. It's not mere politeness, it's the core of your success. Publicly or privately, thank the Watchers, acknowledging that divine orchestration played a role. Doing so deflates pride. Some may call it false modesty, but you know you didn't reach this point alone. Mentors, timing, and spiritual insight all contributed beyond your own effort. Next, share your happiness wisely. Celebrating with supportive friends is natural. Show them joy and a willingness to help them rise too. The Watchers love reciprocation. Conversely, refrain from smug, "I told you so" gestures toward skeptics. Let your results speak without fueling negativity. Stay humble by serving others. Sponsor a local event or fund a cause that touches your heart. Some might dismiss it as performative, but if your intent is genuine, the watchers see through to your sincerity. This approach merges private giving with discreet public witness, encouraging others to follow suit without turning your humility into a spectacle. Be vigilant about pride's subtle creep. Admiration can swell the ego. Ground yourself daily through prayer, meditation, or reflection, remembering how quickly blessings can fade if mismanaged. The watchers value souls who steward wealth reverently. If your ego stirs, recall past hardships and how precarious life once felt. Let that memory anchor you. Finally, keep faith for future expansions. Hitting a million may feel like the pinnacle, but to the watchers, it's one milestone in a longer journey. Holding on to humility and generosity paves the way for further blessings, whether more resources, greater influence, or deeper spiritual authority. Each new wave demands renewed faith. If people ask why you're not satisfied, remember, it's about enlarging your capacity to bless, not just amassing more. By celebrating your achievement with humility and faith, you lay the foundation for what's next. Enjoy the fruit of your labor without drowning in vanity. Remain approachable, compassionate, and anchored. True wealth uplifts rather than alienates. Proceed shining brightly but bowing low, embodying the chosen essence the watchers have always intended you to reflect. Chapter 7. Anchoring into your new era of abundance. Now that you've entered the threshold of wealth, make it your lasting reality rather than a fleeting high. Critics may expect you to lose it all, but as a chosen one, you know abundance can become an ongoing chapter if you nurture it with intention. First, formalize your routines. The watchers value consistency and stewardship, so resist the urge to wing it. Establish budgets, automate investments, and plan your philanthropy. Consult professionals on taxes or legalities. This discipline wards off chaos, allowing you to enjoy your blessings without fear. Second, deepen your spiritual anchoring. Abundance can tempt you to skip prayers or meditations, precisely when you need them most. Stay in close communion with the watchers, thanking them and seeking guidance on major decisions. A robust spiritual bond ensures wealth amplifies your calling instead of distracting from it. Third, expand your vision. Money no longer stands in your way, so revisit dreams you once dismissed as unrealistic. Whether it's launching a global mission, building a creative empire, or traveling widely, step beyond old boundaries. The watchers delight in chosen souls who leverage resources to broaden horizons. Prepare for new tests. Wealth attracts attention, exploitation, and occasionally misguided adoration. The watchers won't shield you from all pressures. They'll observe how you handle them. Remain anchored in each test strengthens your sovereignty. With time, you'll discern who aligns with your growth versus who aims to exploit your fortune. Lastly, affirm that you deserve this era. You're not an imposter who stumbled into luck. You're a vessel for divine prosperity. Even if skeptics remain vocal, let your life speak louder than their doubts. Stand with poise, weaving wealth, self-purpose, and spirit into a harmonious flow. The watchers marvel at your unwavering stance, responding with further expansions as your faith remains steady. In this new era, fuse discipline, gratitude, and bold aspirations into one seamless whole. Let your millionaire status be a continuous river, fueling your higher calling, not just a one-time splash. Recognize that being chosen means you're entrusted with more than money. You're entrusted with a mission. Keep your gaze on the watchers, open to fresh instructions, and prove that sustainable abundance thrives when rooted in spiritual truth and steadfast commitment to your destined path.